Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
Champions were changed around there before the timer reached at 0, so we weren't
medical professional, I would imagine that you never or rarely see positive ones as Razork sets his sights.
Flash, stun, seismic shove back, and that's beautiful from Fnatic. Well played by Razork to flash in with
Fnatic, and exactly what their composition wants to do. They didn't get a summoner spell out from Jackie's, but it doesn't really matter because you push that wave underneath, Jackie's loses the wave, you get the kill onto the Pantheon to get that snowball going. On the top side of the map. What? Has no mana left.
Oscar just trading with him here. Lot looking for the healing. We'll get some from the Doran shield as well. Oscar realizing can't quite go far. Razork is gonna start it. Will be spotted on vision as he does it. Pantheon very good at taking these objectives by himself.
I mean, doing it this quickly as well opens up the possibility of, oh, nice trade from Humanoid. I mean, he is losing out on it overall, but the advantage of doing it right now means that he could be in a position to contest the grub spawn as well. Humanoid dangerously low. He's going to have to be careful.
Yeah. So the reason that looks weird is you can Shadowing Strike into Flash for Jun, so Humanoid has to respect the fact that after that Q, or as the Q animation comes out, Jun could have flashed, Humanoid would be stunned, so he has to preemptively flash away. Otherwise, he was a gunner.
Humanoid going to go back to base. And overall, a pretty stock standard early game with Fnatic finding some small advantages thanks to a nice gank from Razork and the bot lane 2 versus 2 going very well in favor of Fnatic.
Upset's going to get some solo XP down towards that bottom side as well. You can see he's almost a whole level ahead of Noah from those pink little bars under the champion portraits. Mickey's here to help Oscar in and make sure that he's not under too much pressure. They know this is the weak side of the map, but path for anyone that wants to try and get towards me here. As Upset is able just to play through mid. Jackie's going in here. Paranoia coming out as well as they dive onto Mickey who flashes the wall. Isn't there with a flash chase? And they will get the kill. Razork the one bailed out there by Mickey. Interesting tether on, yeah. Ooh.
It was crazy.
He also pressed his R button and chased down the enemy.
And I'm proud of him for not pressing... Actually, I would have been very impressed if he pressed Q first.
Yeah, Q, ultimate Q as you go in, yeah. Because you can't
do Q ultimate.
So if you Q early enough and you have enough ability haste, can't you ultimate and then Q again at the end?
No.
Pretty sure you can.
No.
Pretty sure you can.
No.
Well, the Nocturne Genius says you can't, and I trust him more than I trust myself.
No, the only fun fact I know now.
All good so
Bit of
far.
swippy-swappying. Jun, though, you can't swippy-swappy out of this one.
Good. Stunned again. Handshake will pull him back. Paranoia again from the Nocturnes. They dive onto that backline. There is a bailout available here. Isma needs to survive for long enough, and he does. In the end, he will fall, though, so it's a 2-for-1 exchange for Fnatic.
Bit of an overstay there from Jun, I feel. It seemed that he was very confident that they could turn that into a winning fight as Oscar gets brought underneath the tower, going to be forced to flash away. Lot's going to commit to the play.
Yeah, Lot's going to keep going in. Oscar has the public execution. Will dash forward again. Drake Handstep doing a lot of work here. Public execution flashed away by Lot. Lands the Q3, but goes out of that all-out form, so doesn't think he can trade any further.
Junglers.
Yeah, Razork's also on his way.
Alien top lane brawl.
Oh, Humanoid. Magnustorm going in. Jackie's able to catch him out with the Shadowing Strike as well from Jun. Flash forward from Jackie's knocks Humanoid back, and although Jackie's was knocked back with the seismic shove, he does get the shutdown. GIANTX.
Long drive.
I do the coffee into 20-minute now.
Oh.
Really solid. Emperor's Divide going to knock back here. Public Execution coming out as well. The flash forward from Isma. Look at the fear behind. Jun coming in from the side, and Oscar doesn't have any tools left in his toolkit to escape this wrench of a flash out of Razork. Fnatic still collapsing here. 4 members strong. Lot's doing everything he can. Goes all out. Mickey takes the tower shot. Burst Tower's going to fall in the top side. Secured by GIANTX. Lot will go down. The bailout on Razork keeps him alive. But that was...
Fnatic do have numbers advantage, but Lot has the TP available. Going to be started off by Fnatic, looking to put themselves on soul point. GIANTX have something to say about it.
Well, currently it's only Jun who's got something to say about it. Lot's going to TP in. Jun going behind them here does have that Magnet Storm available. The Drake patience has run out with Fnatic as GIANTX with their 1.5k gold lead are starting to push in and gain control over this river. Paranoia up in about 15 seconds time or so. Jun goes in, Mickey flashes away from the Magnet Storm, handshakes him back and pulls him back into the team. Hostile takeover, only landing onto a couple, but Noah's one of them, so he'll put a couple of Gatling guns into the back of Lot. Fnatic still on the back foot slightly. They will get mid lane prio. Public execution in into the seismic shove. Oscar in and finds his man and brings home the guillotine, and now Fnatic are on the chase. The Drake secured for them as well as Razork is going to take that. Lot has to flash the wall. The Weaver's Wall out from Humanoid. He's going to be on the wrong side of Dodge for a moment. Pulled back by Lot, almost to safety. A 1-for-1, the exchange. Oscar in it now between Isma, Noah, and a hard place that he can dash and dance his way back to safety. Fnatic will get their third Drake of the game and have actually got about 1,000 gold back out of that gold lead.
A scrappy team fight largely dominated by Fnatic is a situation as well. Getting caught out around where he was standing earlier, giving Fnatic 2 kills as well. And now again, he might be caught.
Jump over the wall, but the Weaver's Wall is going to chase him. Has to flash into the Razor Peak pit. Dodges the seismic shove. Razork coming forward though with that stun, and in the end, Jun goes down. I agree with you, Reddy. Jun against his former teammates has had a struggle bus of a game and a struggle bus of a series overall. And it's hard for Drake. They have control ward in there as well, and Jackie's is down to half HP. The poke from Fnatic is very solid. A grand starfall from Razork. Well, did grand something all there. He wasn't really able to find any engage. TP behind now from Lot. Humanoid catching the mid wave. Jun stepping in. Oscar in and putting him in his place and forcing him to use the crash down.
This is coming through. Jun, he doesn't have a TP available, but he wants to get some HP back, so he's going to go back to base.
I mean, he can sprint out from it. Does have those home guards, and there's also hex gates,
I guess
right?
they're relying on. Looks like he will be able to regroup fairly quickly as Fnatic secures the mid-tier 1.
Mickey's still flanking. Oh, a hostile takeover from here.
I mean, GX are just playing spectator right now.
Yeah, and look at how Humanoid's pushing mid, right? Like, he's already taken one tower out of this. He can look for more. Fnatic are just delaying and delaying and delaying and saying, okay, we'll take as much of your objectives as we can. The paranoia coming in from Isma. They dive onto the Pantheon. Magnet Sword from Jun onto 2, though, into the double knockback. Humanoid flashing away. Hostile takeover is going to connect only onto Jun. But Fnatic are able to get away from the engage. That's Magnet Storm, Emperor's Divide, Paranoia all used. Fnatic walk out relatively unscathed.
GX try to force the issue. They engage onto Razork. The spell shield doesn't quite come quickly out enough for Isma, meaning he gets CC'd up, and now Fnatic with the TPs, double TPs, back on the objective.
Jackie's doesn't even have TP, and he's just gone back to base. This is Hexol. Fnatic secure it, 25 minutes in. GIANTX just a little too quick on the trigger. They weren't losing a lot, but like...
They're going to start that.
Okay, so Razork does have the Grand Starfall. But do you think they're just like, well, they don't know?
They don't know.
They don't know.
Can we see GIANTX's vision?
I can tell you, that area is dark.
Yup.
Oh, now they know.
Now they definitely know.
But they're going for Baron. The question is, do they know the Humanoid and, well, Razork's not there, but does have the Grand Starfall. So GIANTX are going to go for the Baron. Their enemies have a false life. Humanoid is waiting around the corner here to see if perhaps he can find a pick. Upset's on his way across, as is Mickey. Obviously, Razork has Grand Starfall towards the bot lane originally.
They're going to get this.
They're looking for it. Paranoia coming out, looking for that smite. Secured by Isma. Weaver's Wall in by Fnatic. Lot on the wrong side of the wall. Will be killed off the Baron empowered recall. Enough from Isma to escape. So, GIANTX get out with the Baron. Fnatic have the Atakan. They have that false life. Mickey's going way too deep here. Okay, Mickey. That was not fine at all, my friend. Couple of 100 gold goes over to GIANTX. They upped the gold from previously. Noah, I think he could have finished his recall there.
Noah got interrupted.
So it's like, that's about a 5,000 gold lead because of the Hex Soul. You get the slows, you can see Mickey able to be really aggressive with it. Too aggressive, one might say, and I think one would probably be correct. The bailout coming out, Paranoia from Isma kills off Mickey, but Mickey did buy enough time for the rest of Fnatic
to another tower. The ultimate from Razork.
The Weaver's Wall, Grand Starfall, Magnet Storm coming out as well. Upset was taking out the tower. Chain of Corruption going down. Razork will fall back with the false life. Humanoid taking up a couple of tower shots himself as well. Jun could look for this. Doesn't have the flash. In the end, Fnatic really just pushed an issue. Ooh, public execution there from Oscar Rinnin. Doesn't connect. That's one ultimate down. Seismic shove going out as well. Razork underneath the tower. Oscar trying to dive in. A great Emperor's Divide into the Magnet Storm, and though with the Paranoia, immediately everyone flashes away. Isma looking for 2 as Humanoids chase down. Oscar in and already fallen as well. GIANTX coming out on the right side of the trade. 3 for 2.
And GIANTX want to clear this as quickly as they can.
Paranoia about a third of the way before it comes back off cooldown. Isma has that GA as well. Jun keeping
TP
Mickey up
unlocked.
to the bay. Lot does have TP, as does Humanoid, but he's 10 seconds away. The Elder Drake for GIANTX seems to be their prize from winning that play. A little delayed from when they would have wanted it, but GIANTX will get the Elder. Fnatic weathered the Baron Storm well. Can they weather the next 2.5 minutes? Instead, they are hedging their bets and playing down towards this bottom side, trying to get something on the other side of the map. It's only Jun here to defend right now. Jackies does have TP. And he is back
Mickey's
towards the tower. As you say, Mickey's dead. And I believe you may be correct in your assertion, Betty. Isma will take the kill by
Becomes an easy objective to play for. GX have swung this game around. A little bit of over-aggression from Fnatic ends up being punished massively. And with this objective, GX can really start to put pressure back onto Fnatic's side of the map. Fnatic, though, doing what they can on the bot side. Jackie's wisely providing wave clear, mitigating their options. Now, this is where you'll start to see GX's range really come to fruition. They've been poked at a lot.
3.5 completed items. Jackie's has almost got his Rabadon's death cap complete on this Azir. The scaling very much has come out for GIANTX. Paranoia used handshake on Noah. Magnustorm in. Upset has to flash away. Public execution from Oscarinin. He'll tick down, but won't quite fall. A hostile takeover hits on 3. Oscarinin goes down into the bailout, though. Lot keeping Razok busy. Humanoid looking for the damage from the side, and Humanoid will get the shutdown. There's 2 more just waiting for him. Razok kills off Lot, and now Humanoid can chase further forward. The Weaver's Wall Shadowing Strike from Jun will save his jungler, but Fnatic with the TP to
Give Fnatic an angle to outplay them, and they do just that. They're setting their sights on GX's Nexus as they secure their first inhibitor. There's only Isra alive for now.
He has the Paranoia up in 2 seconds time, but immediately he's jumped on, flashes away. Will pop the Paranoia. The wave's still there, though. He dives back in and immediately gets put into the GA. We'll get the fear onto Mickey, but the Nexus towers are going to fall, though. And GIANTX from the brink of victory. They have clutched defeat. Fnatic knocking on the Nexus. Oscarinin here to join the party. Lot, Jun, and Noah trying to defend, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to. Look at the healing on Razok through the Sundered Sky. Jackie's has to flash away. Fnatic all quite low, though. Forcing Noah back. A couple more autos on the Nexus will be enough. And Upset has his eyes on the prize. A 2-0 for Fnatic as they start off spring in winning ways.
Game 2 got very messy very quickly, but a huge team fight win